Hi Blossoms, happy November. I can't even believe I'm saying that it's November. First, I wanted to say how amazing our team is and what we've been doing in the fall so far. September and October, our sales for Team Blossom are about $350,000. Can you even imagine that? November will easily put us at $500,000. And I was just thinking how they just announced those some $1 million teams. That is over a course of a year. In 3 months, we're gonna have hit probably definitely $500,000. Amazing job, ladies. Think of the amount of books. That is so wonderful. Warms my heart. So great job, everyone. All right, let's jump into a training. I have to start out with, because there are so many there are 40 new people this week alone. There are so many new people. I have to give a little quick shout out to Booking Outside the Box. So I am just going to point you right here at this link. Because a lot of you have heard about Booking Outside the Box, but many of you haven't, go to that link either now or after the video. And real quick little thing that you don't want to miss. It's a great way to get bookings. All right, when I asked what you guys would like for training this month, a lot of you said fundraisers or different options like Cards for a Cause and e-fairs. So I have not done a lot of those. So we are calling in some guest appearances from awesome Blossoms. And the first one I want to introduce is Shannon Weaver, who's gonna educate us a little bit on all about e-fairs. So here's Shannon.
Hi, my name is Shannon Weaver. I'm an educational consultant with Usborne Books and More, and I want to talk to you today a little bit about e-fairs. E-fairs are our web equivalent of holding a book fair. Just like we have home parties and web-based parties, we can have physical book fairs and electronic book fairs. It's great for companies that don't necessarily want a physical presence in their building for a book fair, or for companies that like the idea of holding a month-long fundraiser type of book fair. So it's a great tool to take when you're approaching a preschool, or if you're dealing with some sort of a therapy center for children. It's a great option for groups like that. They're set up in e-commerce the same way that you set up an e-party. There's the drop-down menu when you add an event, and you can choose to either create a party or create a book fair. If you choose book fair, you have the option to put in the name of the company, the tax ID information if they're tax exempt. You don't have to put this information in here, but it's helpful for you. And you also have the option at this point to disable shipping. This is a really important thing to remember. If you do not check the box here, then anyone can have their orders shipped to the organization, to the business. This may be what the business wants. So all the orders come in at the same time, everyone gets free shipping, and then you, if it's an organization that's physically close to you, you're able to sort through the orders for them and distribute them, or maybe the organization or preschool themselves wants to go through and check their order and hand out the books. But if you disable this option, then the only option for people who are buying books through the book fair is to have the books shipped directly to them. In a lot of cases, this is actually the more appropriate alternative. For example, if you're dealing with a preschool that maybe has 5 different locations and they all want to be involved in this, that would be the good option, so all the orders aren't shipped to the same place. So it's definitely a good thing to pay attention to right when you're setting up your event. The recent changes to the book fair reward structure took place in the beginning of September, and there's a big difference when it comes to e-fairs as well. So the rules now are that in any kind of e-fair order of $250 in retail sales or greater, the organization holding the book fair will get 50% of retail sales back in merchandise credit, which is great. there is no longer a cash option for e-fairs. So that is definitely something to make yourself aware of. And actually, the Reading is a Gift website, book fair website, has not been updated with this new information yet. So be aware if you send potential customers to that website to get more information, it may not have the most up-to-date information on there. Definitely be aware of that. Any incentives that you want to offer above and beyond that would be coming out of your commission. The commission for an e-fair, again, is 17% as opposed to 25% that we get for hosting just a regular e-party. So these are all things to be carefully aware of when you're setting up your e-fair. Some things to remember that are specific to e-fairs is that one, the customer specials are not available to purchase during e-fairs. That's not even an option when you go through your link. So don't recommend those to people if you're holding a simultaneous Facebook event to go along with your e-fair. Definitely you want to avoid those. You want to work closely with your organization to help them make wish lists. It's great. A lot of times people don't necessarily want to buy books for their own family, but maybe want to contribute and buy books for the organization. So having wish lists available and easy to find is a great way to boost sales. There's also some great resources in the consultant toolbox. If you go, and there's lots of information on book fairs that apply to both book fairs and e-fairs. And also there's some great supplies in the supply store. There's posters and flyers, things that you may want to distribute. So maybe your organization wants to have a little display in their front lobby. So definitely consider looking through those. A lot of those are really affordable and great to add to increase awareness of the sale. Also, one final thing to be aware of is that if you are holding a book fair for a school that has kindergarten and above, you have to be an educational consultant to do that. And you have to make sure that that school is not listed. If you're not an educational consultant, this is still a great option for you to increase your sales. Just check with organizations like preschools, therapy centers, churches. Those are all great places to start from. If you have any questions on any of this, make sure you talk to your team leaders. Thanks.
Thank you, Shannon, so much. I know so many Blossoms, including myself, are very grateful for that. All right, the next person that made a wonderful video for us is Amie Leff, who, congratulations, Amie, is just promoting November 1st, and very excited for you. All right, Amie is going to tell us about Cards for a Cause, and I can't wait to hear this. I think it is a fabulous fundraiser, and I think once people realize what it is, they will love it. I mean, how many times have we had sub sales and candle sales and chocolate sales? So this one is awesome. Who doesn't want cards for $1 each, and they're beautiful? All right, so take it away, Amie. Teach us all about it.
Hello, my name is Amie Leff, recently promoted team leader, here to talk to you about Cards for a Cause and how it can help you, your business, and help you help your community as well. You'll also see it referred to as CFAC. So let's get started. What is Cards for a Cause? It is a fundraising program where you're selling 3 different boxes to an audience. Let me show you. 3 different options we have are All Occasion Box 1, which is the green, All Occasion Box 2, which is the purple, and then the Kids Box. So those are the 3 options. All 3 are $30. All 3 come with 30 cards. The cards are not your standard flat card. Let's see, here's the purple box. The green box number 1 actually just changed recently, so I don't have that sample on hand. There are samples of the cards. Again, now the purple one. There are raised fonts on things, embellishments. Definitely more than just $1. I mean, if you go to a regular retail store, they'd probably be $5. So we have the cards. That's the purple set. And out of the kids set, let me show you some in here. And I as well have shared on the Blossoms page pictures of all of the ones that are in these sets. They're all standard. It's not going to be a variety pack each time. The production is the same set of 30. So these are the kids ones. Okay, so that's what is Cards for a Cause. Why would you do Cards for a Cause? I've come up with 3 reasons why I think you might decide to do this program. One of which is you are looking to raise funds for an organization, a group. You want to help somebody raise money. This is an excellent way to do that. The cards themselves cost $30. There is a minimum of 15 boxes that need to be sold, so that needs to be discussed with the organization you are hoping to run this program for. Make sure they do know that they need to sell at least 15 in order to qualify for the funds to be returned to them. With that, it's $30 per box. The organization, if they're tax exempt, they get to hold on to $13 from that 30, and then the other 17 gets processed and gets sent to UAM, to Osborne. So if they are not tax exempt, then you would take the tax out of that 13, and they would make a little bit less. So I am in Pittsburgh, so should I run the program for an organization that is not tax exempt, I would do the 17 and put the tax on that, which would be another $1 or so. I think I figured it out that the organization would make $11.81 as opposed to $13. When the program, let's see. Okay, so yes, so you are looking to raise money. Another reason why you might want to do this, you are an educational consultant. They are the consultants that can approach K through 12 schools, and they can fundraise for them and offer other reading programs that we do have. You can also use this program if you are an EC and the school that you are listed with has another program being run. They have another book fair that's already in place. This is a good way to get your foot in the door and show them about Usborne and teach them that we can help them too. The third reason why you might want to do this is to do something different. I know that I myself started August 3rd, and I've done only, or mostly only, Facebook parties. So for me, I wanted to do something other than Facebook parties, try to get my name out there within the community, and start doing other things than just the parties online. This is definitely a great introduction to what else you can do with your new career or already existing career. Okay, who would you offer this program to? Schools. K through 12, you would need to be an educational consultant, or if it's an organization that is attached to a school, you as well need to be an EC. So a band, any club within the school, you would need to be an EC. If you are not an EC, you can approach preschools. As long as they're not attached to a K through 12 school, you can certainly fundraise with them. Let's see, like I said, a band, a dance class is looking to raise money for costumes, or community pool is looking to raise money as well. Any program that you can think of, or organization that you can think of, certainly everybody's looking for fundraising options. This is a great one. How? Okay, choose your organization. So I'm going to use my example. I recently did Cards for a Cause for my son's preschool, and we set up a meeting, and I went in with this lovely little packet. I found this in back office under consultant tools, and on the left hand side you'll see Cards for a Cause, and in there you'll see overview, consultant manual, and then also you'll find a organizations manual. So you want to print out both of those manuals, one of which is for yourself to see the ins and outs and the frequently asked questions, and the other one is something that you can print out. That's what I did, and hand that to the organizer of the program that you're hoping to do Cards for a Cause with. So whenever I had my meeting, I had this, and I had some samples, and then the next step would be to confirm a date and that they do want to move forward. Once you do have the date, you'll want to set them up with a folder for each kid. So we just have a regular yellow folder with these forms on them. It's nicely stapled to keep everyone organized. They can put checks that they get from friends, family, whoever is supporting them. in here. And then I also slid in a sample to go home with each kid. So it's kind of a surprise to see what's in theirs. And so then when it comes time to collect, the organizer can just have all the folders, can tally all of the different boxes, and all you need to know is how many purple, how many green, how many kids. So whenever you go and start the program, you'll want to have these ready for everyone. These forms are in Back Office Consultant Toolbox, Cards for a Cause, under Downloads, or you can have them printed in Back Office Supplies. Also in Back Office Supplies, there's some brochures and a poster as well that you can order. And I just talked about that. Okay, so once you do have the funds collected, the checks will be made out to the organizer. So they will take payment. So say you got 20 boxes that you did sell, and from that they will keep 13 and then give you the other $17 per box. Whenever you have the payment, you will then go in Order Pro. You will set up an order, fill in the organization's name. If they have a tax exempt form on that field, you will then upload that document. Moving on, you'll go to step 2 and you'll type in their name. And then when it comes to order type, you either have CFAC prepaid by consultant or CFAC billed to organization. I do the first one. I'm not certain of the other one of billing it to the organization and how that works. I can certainly look into that and get back to you. So once you select that, you move on to step 3 and you select the books. It'll pop up the 3 different options you have with regard to the boxes. Fill in how many you have, 10, 10, and 10. Move on to the payment, to the summary page, and then on to step 5, which is payment. That's whenever I add my credit card information, since I now have the funds in a check to me from his preschool. I then pay with my credit card. I can't think of anything else that, oh, one more thing. With the Cards for Cause, you can also run parallel to it other programs that we have. You can do an e-fair or an e-show. There are pros and cons to both of those, but there's definitely no reason why you can't do something else along with the Cards for a Cause when you are presenting our company to someone new or someone else that is already aware of our awesome company. So anyways, thank you for listening. I hope you did learn something about Cards for a Cause, and I hope you get that excitement as I do to get out and to showcase all that we do have. Thank you again, and hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you, Amie. Thank you so much for that. That's great information. All right, and the last thing we're going to talk about, we are going to have more. We're going to have a wonderful training on consignment and booths coming up soon. Not yet, but the last thing we are going to talk about for today is our wonderful Joy Switala is going to give us some tips. Joy has been in the book industry for over a decade, so she has a lot of great information, and she's going to give us some tips on this upcoming sales season. We have Black Friday coming up, and I just can't wait to hear what she's going to say. So here she is.
Hello, Blossoms. Joy Switala here with some shop talk for all us shop girls on how to survive and thrive this Christmas and holiday season. You might hold these truths to be self-evident, but not all of us have worked in retail or the book business. Not all of us have managed or been through the Black Friday experience on the retail side. So my family has, and I would like to pass on some of the tips that I've come to learn through my experiences. First of all, keep in mind, you are an awesome multitasker. You are your own cashier, stocker, marketer, manager, and CEO. You've got all this. You've got it under control. But you're going to keep these 3 things in mind. Prepare yourself, know your product, and pamper your customers. First of all, prepare yourself. This is a racing time of the year, and nobody is going to be calm. So you need to make sure that you stay calm. Remember that nobody's judging you, they're just in a rush. It's your business, run it how you want to do it. But make sure you pay attention to scheduling, being appropriately rested if you need to wake up early in the morning for Book Friday or stay up late at night for Cyber Monday. And be gracious and understanding of other consultants and your customers. Know your out of stock symbols for your Order Pro, and find my out of stock customer service tutorial on the Blossoms page to help you get through that particular problem for this season. Also, follow the graphic that we have for searching out information. Instantly posting questions on the Blossoms page is just going to inundate everybody's email inboxes with notifications. So let's go through the proper steps, even though it's a busy weekend. Also, find an buddy, somebody that you can kind of crack jokes with and vent with, and it's no skin off their back. They're able to keep moving forward in their business while you talk to them like that. But keep those comments off the Blossoms page. Here's why. All the time we're adding new consultants, and they are nervous and unsure how things work. So if on their page, they're hearing people's concerns, doubts, frustrations, hostesses not showing, if that's what they see, they're going to be really worried that maybe they shouldn't have gotten into that business. And I know this for a fact because I've had to deal with new consultants with those concerns. So that's why, yes, we all need somebody to talk to. Let's do it in PMs where newbies won't be overwhelmed by it, please. Also, overcome your own internal objections, and know that you can do this, that whatever it is you're concerned you won't be able to handle, you do have people that you can talk to in PMs and through your proper searching channels. And don't allow your objections to sit in your heart because your customers will see them. You need to overcome them in your own heart before you can help overcome customer objections. You can do this. Next, product knowledge. Your job is to connect people with a good book. Try to watch as many videos on product knowledge as possible at the beginning of November. Browse the product knowledge page prior to the party to get informed on books you're unfamiliar with. Or to the parties this holiday season, and practice using the keyword search bar and looking at the books category lists in your e-commerce site. That search bar is invaluable. And many times you can find something without asking a single other soul by just using that. Also, during the holiday season, keep in touch with emails, the Blossom page, and dashboard and back office for updates on sales and out of stocks. Next, most importantly, pamper your customer. She is stressed, rushed, and only has a few quick minutes to talk to you. So focus in on her and make her your whole world just for a couple of minutes. Be positive, no matter what. Smile through your computer. Trust me, people can tell the difference. If you're negative, they'll sense it, and that does not help the situation. It only spirals downward. Before you type no to any answer that a customer has, pause and find a way to turn it into a yes. I practice this habit, and I have many times saved myself by saying, I cannot type no. I am not telling this customer no. What can I tell them? And I find another way to help out this customer by doing that. That is a key technique to practice. Again, keep in mind that out of stock is not a big deal. Check for my tutorial on the page for further information on that. Just connect a customer with books they will like, not the ones you think that are perfect. Get over that if they're out of stock. Finally, make the customer happy. It may seem counterintuitive, especially if you're losing money trying to keep them. But many customers will remember you going above and beyond the call of duty during this holiday season, and they will come back to you again and again. Just make those few minutes of interaction brilliant. These are tips on preparing product knowledge and pampering your guests that will carry you through Book Friday and beyond. Have fun, shop girls.
All right, ladies, there you have it. Have a wonderful November. This month is going to be even bigger than the last. I know it. And I'm so proud of everything you guys are doing. Thanks.